Alright, what's up guys? I know I'm a little late on these videos, but it's better late than never, alright? So anyways, my good friend Hot T, she has uploaded the video titled The Truth About Colleen Ballinger's Charity. Yeah, this girl, man, I haven't watched the her apology video. I've caught like clips of it though. Who does a singing apology? Like that's I guess hey, cuz I'm saying like I make music, so I think like yeah, I should do like a dubstep apology and things like right when they when that rise is happening and then at the drop they're like, "Hey, I'm sorry." it just leads into the song. I swear, man, like nah, it's just people can be so weird when it comes to this content creating stuff, but anyways, now let's go ahead check out this video, guys. If you haven't, make sure you go subscribe to my good friend Hot T. And then that being said,
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the controversy surrounding Colleen Ballinger's charity. Following my last video on Colleen Ballinger, I thought that this would be a fitting video. Let's look into the allegations, Colleen's response, and whether there is any merit to these allegations. If you are not up to date with the Colleen Ballinger situation, Colleen Ballinger is a YouTuber who rose to prominence because of the online persona that she created, Miranda Sings. Recently, Colleen has gone under fire for allegations of grooming her fans, inappropriate behavior with minors, online bullying, manipulation.
you think like, okay, at your age, you wouldn't be doing stuff like that because, you're older, you're more mature, you ain't gonna do no dumb. But it trips me out though how you would hear of a young-minded like person. Let's say if it's a toss-up between somebody like Colleen, whatever her name is, her, and then a teenager, where it's like you'll hear where teenagers be making much more smarter decisions than her, and she's like 30 something years old. So I'm saying stuff like that, it trips me out, man. I'm like, people, you guys gotta start setting, especially adults, like some of y'all gotta start setting better examples for kids and stuff. Like it's just it's confusing. You think like, okay, I have this big platform, how can I change the world, how can I motivate people, how can I like something that's gonna benefit, and like help out. And she's like, nah, let me just use my fame to get what I want.
And much more. Make sure to watch my last video on the topic if you're interested in knowing more about that. But today we are going to be focusing on the charity scandal. But just a quick disclaimer, nothing in this video has 100% been proven. If it was, then that would be charity fraud, which is a serious offense that can result in jail time. And as we all know, Colleen is still with us here in the free world today. Neither do I necessarily think that Colleen Ballinger is actually guilty of charity fraud myself, but make sure to stay tuned until the end of the video to know my personal opinion on what I think is happening here. Alright, so let's get into it. For the past 8 years,
I'm like, I play video games and it'll take place in jail and I'll be wanting to get out. Like, I'm saying, because like, I feel like I'm a good person. I don't be going out there committing crimes and stuff, but dang, 14 years, like she get caught up in some stuff. I'm saying like this, and then if this is true, then it's like Colleen's childhood cancer fundraiser that's you raise like 200, like just if that amount of money, nah fam, you raise that much and you just only doing that to pocket it, nah, that's crazy. And the thing is this, it ain't even like she's because I remember hearing about her like years ago. I mean, I'm saying like when I was getting into content creating and finding myself as a creator, I was hearing about her all the way back then. So I'm saying like you still have like a place and a platform and you're a big creator. Why, if this is true, why are you having to like do fake fundraisers? And that's wild.
Colleen Ballinger has asked the internet to celebrate her birthday not by giving her presents, but by helping children with cancer by donating. Since then, she has helped raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for these children, which is absolutely amazing at first glance. let's get into why it may not necessarily be so. There is an entire Reddit thread dedicated to this in r/Colleen Ballinger snark that goes into this in full detail. They do, however, give the same disclaimer that nothing has been proven. However, the lack of transparency from Colleen and her team give cause for concern and raise important questions that should be disclosed without hesitation. I will link this thread in the description down below if you're interested in learning about all the details.
Yeah, somebody trying to like call me out on something, especially something like this. I'm like, nah, fam. I'm going to each and every one of those places where I gave this money out to, and I'm making sure of it that I have my proof of whether I gotta go there and hand the hospitals or the money and things and like actually show myself. But then it's like then you're gonna have it where people are like, oh, why are you having to record yourself doing? So yeah, it's like it feel like it's a lose-lose situation. But still, if I had to, because you're not gonna go to jail, recording yourself giving back to kids and stuff, versus like with something like this, I guess like go to court, get it figured out there, and then show the proof that I did. But I'd just rather eliminate all that and then just record the video of me like, okay, here's me doing this. So
first off, there are questions about how the fundraiser is set up. Although we know that Colleen has been making some donations, as you can see here, large donations were made in the $100,000 plus bracket from Colleen herself and her business Miranda Sings LLC. However, it is unclear exactly how much is being donated. As the Reddit post states, the main issue is that the exact amount she donated is never disclosed. At the time of writing this, Colleen has never provided evidence that the entire amount raised is being donated. In 2019, Colleen switched her fundraising platform to Fundly, which deposits donations directly to Colleen's bank account. This is in contrast to several other platforms that allow nonprofits to sign up so any influencer can connect and the money goes directly to the nonprofit. Alternatively, both Children's Hospital of LA and Family Reach, which are the two charities that Colleen claims to be donating to, have an option to set up a fundraising page on their websites, making it completely unnecessary for Colleen to act as this middleman with her own Fundly page. Like, it just seems odd. The subreddit also
there's people out there that think that they're all like, cause it's, even when I was like, I think there was like because I was trying to figure out, like, I know people were doing that whole, like, plant trees thing, and I was trying to find websites versus, like, having it where the money is being sent to I was trying to find, like, organizations where I can promote, and then, they go and they plant trees and things versus, because I'm like, look, yeah, if somebody pays me, like, not, like, the fans, but, like, if the organization is like, oh, we want to give you, like, $100 check for promoting us. Oh, okay, cool, whatever. But even if that's not the case and it's just, still just helping out, I'm like, yeah, that's what it's really about. And people forget that because they want to have it where it's like, yeah, she plays as that, that person in the middle where it's like, oh, well, let me get the money. I'll give you guys some, but I'm going to be taking some of it myself. And it's like, that's not how, donations and charities and organizations work. Like, yeah, donate the money, but donate all of it, not some of it.
By using Fundly, a percentage of the money is taken by their payment partner Stripe, so we don't know if Colleen is replacing that lost money. According to the website, it says our payment partner Stripe takes 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction for credit card processing. Which, I mean, that's not really crazy if she's not replacing that money. It's common for charities to take a portion of donations to cover their overhead and really only donate the remainder. It's actually really important to consider how much a charity is actually spending on its charitable program from each dollar that you donate when you're deciding which charity to donate to. And I recommend using an online resource such as CharityWatch.org to look up this information. UNICEF, for example, spends 84% of donations on charitable programs compared to its overhead. But back to Colleen, it is worth mentioning that upon checking out when you're trying to make your donation, there is this page that pops up asking you to provide a tip for Fundly's platform fee. It states that Fundly has a 0% platform fee for organizers and relies on the generosity of donors like you to operate our service. So in theory, the only deduction from your donation should be the Stripe fee if you're not giving a tip to Fundly. However, it seems like this wasn't always the case. Another content creator here on YouTube by the name of Paige Christie made a video on this topic just 2 months ago, and things were a lot different.
So if you go to the Fundly website, this is what it says there. It says, whilst it is free to create and share your online fundraising campaign, Fundly will deduct a 4.9% fee from each donation that you receive.
However, I'm also finding videos from 4 months ago that show the platform fee to also be 0%, so I'm not sure if Paige Christie was using an outdated screenshot or what, but all I know is that it wasn't always 0%. It's just not completely clear when that switch was, but I like the tipping system so much better. But Colleen has been using this platform for 4 years now, so unfortunately 5% of the $800,000 that has been donated so far did go directly to the platform fees. Some people say that Colleen wants the money to go straight to her bank account first so that she can get a tax break.
The charity doesn't care where you got the money from, and neither does the taxes until if they do some investigation, then they obviously care. But it looks like it's her money that she's donating. So whether it's $100,000 to Family Reach or whatever that was in the bracket for the Children's Hospital.
Someone else went deep into this on Reddit and got all of the tea out. There is documentation and past
There's
years.
people that specialize in stuff like this, and that's why they're like, nah, like, let me cook real quick. Let me handle this.
503c nonprofit charity, which would be considered with the IRS to be a charitable contribution and in turn would decrease her taxable income. The questionable part is the use of Fundly, which would be considered person-to-person money changing hands, i.e. fan to Colleen. What kind of account and in whose name is the Fundly bank account linked to? You can pause to read the rest of this, but basically they end up with two possible conclusions. The first one is that she isn't giving all of the money to charity from the Fundly account, or the second possibility is that she doesn't want to show an official document proving the total amount that went to charity, because if she did, she would have to tell her fans that she is in fact getting a tax break with their money. I really hope it's the latter, and to be honest, with the amount of money that Colleen is probably making and how much money tax write-offs can make for her, it is more likely for that to be the scenario, in my opinion, because also, like, how purely evil do you need to be to steal money from children with cancer? I can't even imagine a child groomer even being that purely evil. Or maybe I'm just naive.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't want to think that somebody would do that, but I mean, hey, you got some extremely dark people out there that exist where they don't care. So yeah, it's like let's just say if this is a misunderstanding, she needs to clear it up, okay, and come out and talk on it, not doing no singing apology video, like actually come out and talk on this stuff. But if she is, like, actually doing this, what, like, they're accusing her of, the thing is this. All I can say is that I'm not going to say anything bad, but karma will make its way around. And that's probably what all this stuff that's going down right now, this is her facing her karma.
To make things worse, Colleen's responses to these allegations have not cleared the air too much, and some may say have made things a little bit worse.
But every time this question is raised, the people who ask these questions, they are met with accusations that they don't care about dying kids with cancer. I shit you not.
This was the first year ever where I was receiving like hate while I was doing the fundraiser. Like usually, I mean, I'm used to, like, I'm on the internet. I've been on the internet for over a decade. So like I know that comes with it. And people are saying crazy things. I was like, what? They're like, Colleen doesn't donate the money. She keeps it. And she's a scammer and a horrible person. She's terrible. And none of you should be supporting her in this cause. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I'm trying to help kids. Like, and normally I'm like, oh yeah, that just kind of comes with the job. Okay, it's hard and it's frustrating and anxiety inducing most of the time. But you know, it is something that unfortunately happens when you are in my line of work. But during a fundraiser, we were raising money for kids with cancer. I was like, whoa, what? Dark. Why are you trying to stop people from helping these kids? It was so bizarre.
Okay, listen, I don't actually know if Colleen is keeping any of the money. And to be honest, based on the evidence, there is nothing that actually raises my suspicion that she isn't donating the full amount. Again, the worst thing that she seems to be doing is using the donations for a tax write-off. But this response is just not it.
If you don't like me, like, that's totally fine. Just don't watch me.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Like, I get what she's saying, but in a situation like this, you have to come out and say something, all right? Because if more and more and more people talk about it, then yeah, especially somebody that like such a high level of fame, it's like you have to address things. It's like whether you have to have somebody professionally like say it for you, or you hire somebody to like write down some things to say for. But yeah, you stuff like that, you gotta like talk on, clear the air up, and all that stuff. Like, yeah, then you know you come out and you talk about it. If people still saying what they're saying, then it's like, okay, then that's on them. I said what I needed to say. I showed the proof that I needed to show, and you move on. But yeah, it's like you can't just be like, oh, you know, haters gonna hate, and then just nah. That's not like in any other situation. Okay, like yeah, you upload a bad video, not like meaning like bad, like it's gonna be controversial, but like, you know, it had like bad editing, and you know things were off, then yeah, you know, then yeah, just haters gonna hate. You say it then. But in stuff like this where it's like, you know, children and like children with illnesses, like when they're involved, yeah, you gotta come out and you gotta say something a little bit more professional. So anyways,
Then you won't enjoy yourself. Like,
go do something that makes you happy.
Right.
Why are you here watching
Like,
this and sending hate?
if you don't like me or this, or you know, then just don't watch it. Because like, if I don't like something, if I don't like a show, I don't watch the show.
This response actually raises my suspicion towards her. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
it's like, I mean, I've said things like that before, but like I said, not in this, you know, type of like, you know, like situation and things. I've more so said it because yeah, people, oh, they don't like, they'll leave comments like, oh, I don't like your reaction videos. Okay, then don't watch it. And it's like, but yeah, it's like if it's on some stuff where it's all like, hey, TMossBoss, where's that money going? Is it going in your pocket or to sick children? Then it's like, okay, you gotta talk on that stuff.
how about instead of just acting confused and rambling on for 5 minutes, you actually explain yourself. Maybe explain exactly how and when and how much and to whom you donate to. You're not really helping yourself out here. One user commented, even if the reason for using Fundly is legitimate and above board, why hasn't she provided any receipts of her donations yet? That's usually a big deal that people who are fundraising post in order to show off their accomplishments. I think she's dug herself into a hole by saying every penny is donated, when really she takes deductions for herself and staff first, and she doesn't want to own up. And her best friend, Corey, didn't make things too much better either. One user had commented asking, is Colleen ever going to prove to us that she actually donated the live stream money and didn't pocket any of it? He responds saying, wow, what an idiot. You do the work. Call Family Reach. Call Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. Call the families that watched their child die. No, please don't do that.
Yeah,
please don't call the families. But one user actually did go ahead.
Yeah, it's like, bruh, don't bring. I think that's the least of their worries. Like with some like drama that's going on the internet. It's like, fam, I just lost my child. Do you think I really want to sit down and talk about some internet drama? Get off of my phone. Like,
and contact the charities, and apparently they cannot disclose.
I'm telling you, it's like people, they let that fame get to their head and they forget like you're a person just like everybody else. You're not higher, lower, whatever. You are equal, just like everybody else walking the face of this earth. So yeah, it's like, if then the thing is this, if let's say it was people much more bigger calling out Colleen, and it's just all these like different smaller accounts, but let's say like if there was like a channel with like 50 million subscribers or 100 million subscribers that was talking on this, yeah, he's not gonna be like, wow, what it is, unless he's trying. It's either gonna be like one of two things. Yeah, he'll probably say the same response just so he could get some publicity and things, and then eventually he's gonna have to come out with an apology, delete his socials, private them, do something, or he is gonna have to like come out and say, no, she did, like, stop tripping and all that other stuff. So
that information. They said, I contacted Family Reach and Children's LA. Definitely won't be contacting families who've lost a child because that's foul.
Yeah.
They can't disclose amounts, so why can't you or Colleen? Just want to know where my money went, and transparency is easy. Upload docs. One user replied to the Reddit post saying, it's the biggest red flag of her career, besides, you know, the pedo stuff.
yeah.
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. Another issue is that for some odd reason, her fundraisers from previous years are still open. Like, I can literally go on their website right now and donate to her fundraiser from like 2020 and it'll let me. And in fact, this has actually happened to people in where they accidentally will donate to the incorrect year. So the question arises as to whether these amounts are actually getting donated.
How many donations have been donated since the close date of the fundraiser? And is that money going to charity?
And lastly, people are also having issues with the way in which Colleen selected winners of VIP gift giveaways from amongst the donators. People are saying that she's likely choosing the most active users that she recognizes rather than using a truly random approach.
I'm gonna find someone who really wants this prize. That always is the worst part about me. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, you guys are all so sweet. Everyone's saying so many wonderful things. Okay, how about next one I see I'm gonna do? Ugh, this is very stressful. Carson met Colleen. I'm gonna follow you back because you're following me. Karsyn. You're promoting the fundraiser. You said donate to childhood cancer. So thank you for promoting it. And here is the name here. So thank you so much. You win a $25 gift card. Congratulations.
One user commented saying she asks that people post a screenshot of their donation. You can watch her selecting people throughout her live stream, and it's obvious with a lot of them that it's fans she's familiar with or has interacted with before. She's also been seen to make fun of donations people made for only being $5. Take a look at that clip right now.
Alicia said, tell Rachel I'm sorry I can't buy her Christmas merch because I spent all my money on your fundraiser. Hey, that's okay. That is fine. Meanwhile, the screenshot was $5. Whatever. No, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying that's amazing, but like, you couldn't buy your own merch for $5. No.
And yeah, that's
is crazy.
Pretty much it for this
it's
video.
Like, fam, there's people out there that's struggling, and it's like, last thing I, like, if I'm, like, my thing is this, if I'm struggling and I donate my last bit of money, I, like, you know, well, might as well do something important with it, and I give it to you to donate. See, that's why I'm like, look, this is my advice to people. Go out and donate, not to, like, legitimate organizations. Yeah, go to the websites directly, the hospitals or whatever. I'm pretty sure they got something there where it's like, you know, versus going to her. Because, yeah, this makes me not want to donate to nobody. Like, unless it's, like, it going directly to the source. But other than that, if it's not, nah, I'm not fooling with them.
Again, just to conclude, I don't think she's pocketing this money, but again, that's just my personal opinion, and we also live in an innocent until proven guilty world, so I really don't want to put something so tremendously terrible on her.
Yeah.
But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below, and maybe I missed something, or maybe I'm not seeing something that everybody else is seeing. Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys liked this video and found it informative. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And for now, here is some bleach.
That's one thing about him. Yeah, it's like, nah, more pets, fam. You can't just stop with the pets like that. Like, more pet. There you go. Like, get them head scrubs. But yeah, you know, the thing is this. Like I said, I would like to hope and think that nobody is that evil, but at the same time, I'm like, I've seen and heard so many different evil things before, you know, with like just random people and stuff. So that's why I don't put anything past anybody, because I'm like, I've heard some stuff, and I'm like, nah, I don't know about you. So, but I would like to think that somebody wouldn't mess up their career that badly and stuff. So yeah, you know, with the grooming stuff, yeah, like I maybe possibly, and then but yeah, with the sick children, it's like, nah, fam, you can't be that. Nah, I'm sorry, but like you can't be that evil. It's like you could be evil, but not that evil like that. I'm sorry, but I can't. I don't want to believe it. So, but anyways, yeah, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to the Hot Tea channel for more videos like this. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and peace.